Yeah, I remember my sister went off to uni. So she left early, so I got up to say goodbye. And I was like, well, there's no point in me going back to bed. I may as well get ready for school. And I remember playing Road Rage. I always loved playing as... I don't know if I played as... Tell me this, Maddie. With Simpsons Road Rage, could you play... like, as a separate character from the car? Does that make sense?
I got some
blaster
for you today.
You get what I mean by that? Because I always loved the Pooh's Firebird, but I think I would have tried to play as Homer or something. Oh. Yeah, it has to end someday. It is very much like it was with me and Mythbusters. Whenever Mythbusters said that they were ending, I don't think I even watched the last series. I still have yet to see the last series of
Excuse me, Captain, but we have more pressing issues. We urgently need your assistance.
Clank?
Yes?
Do you notice anything?
Yeah, the last season of Mythbusters. And Catherine had to like literally say, right, well, I'm watching the last Top Gear, you know, the Grand Tour, because they ended. And I was like, fuck, I'm not ready for this, because we just started watching all of them, and then suddenly like the last one dropped, and I was like, I'm not ready for this, because it's same deal. I literally like we watched the last one, and I immediately booted up BBC iPlayer to start watching the OG series whenever it was an entirely different resolution, and like Richard Hammond was like 28. Yeah, I think for me it's one of those sort of it's a little bit of a occupational hazard that I do tend to wallow in nostalgia a little bit. South Park isn't one that I've watched a whole lot. I get that I get why it's popular, and like hell, I remember playing pencil cases with Kenny on it, just thinking he was cool. But like, South Park could be one of those weird ones where they just end up recasting if the humor still sticks. I think the humor will dictate more than the voice actors, you know? It's one of those weird ones. Same with Family Guy, but Family Guy's mellowed a lot. Family Guy's just become slightly adult Simpsons because they've, you know, they can't be as controversial in the present climate. Yeah, I get you. Ooh, fuck.
These moving walls
Jesus!
function as jump slots. Jump and
I
jump
wasn't
again
prepared for that.
off the walls in midair until you reach the top.
Yeah, although I do wonder whether or not Family Guy just became Simpsons for people who had, like, grown up a little bit. I mean, Seth MacFarlane is focusing on his music career, I think, now, isn't he? Oh, Jesus. There's a Ted TV series? Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't really watch the second film. Wasn't really my thing, and you know, I'm not a big fan of Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, I think American Dad could be a dark horse. I think Family Guy will probably end soon, and then American Dad might stay for a bit longer. Yeah, no, but he was in the Ted films. I think I went to see the first one with my mate, and we both sort of walked out just kind of going, meh, you know.
Listen up, you loudballs! That was the most pathetic display I have ever seen on that obstacle course!
What do you mean?
We finished the circuit, ma'am.
I don't think I ever saw the second one. The first one was fine. I think it was one of those ones where a teenager, everyone's hyping it up and going like, yeah, you need to watch this, and then me and my mate did, and we were just like, okay, you know, I was like, okay. I think we went. It was a toss up between seeing Ted and then Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Captain
I think we went to see Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter the next week.
He wants me to give you a prize for that ridiculous performance.
Wasn't that film? But either way, we went to see it next week, and we're like, yeah,
So you
fair.
can stay to and fro like little insects.
All right, let's see it.
Not so fast. Today, the two of you disgraced my obstacle course, so I am going to make you pay.
But that prize is ours from the captain. That's not fair.
Too bad. Life's not fair.
I think it's as well. Like I saw a video of like Robin Williams and stuff. Immediately followed by these pop punk songs are turning like 17 this year, and I just was like, ugh.
Congratulations on your new Gadgetron swing shot. Use it on standard Versa targets like the ones nearby.
I've completely forgotten where half the gold bolts are in this, and it's really upsetting. I used to know all these things off pat. And it's not like the Spyro eggs where I'm like, I see it and just gonna kind of go, yeah, they're there. Don't even sweat. Wee. Wee. Nah, that's fine. Wee. Young Gears. Okay. You know what I need to watch? And it's such like an off-the-wall thing. But with all the Lilo and Stitch news at the moment, I need to watch the Lilo and Stitch fucking like TV show. Remember it? Get him. Woo. Oh fuck, you're a strong boy. I tell you what, do you have Apple TV? Because Catherine and I went through a stage, like we're watching Taskmaster right now, just because it's not really movie weather for us. Like we like to binge, so we've got Luther, and the like on the back burner. Luther and Peaky Blinders, I think, are the two on the back burner. Thank you. But they have a couple of. Thank you. Yeah, they have a couple of really good. Come back here. Have my bombs. Couple of really good films. Tetris. Really good. Like we went into it, Catherine was like, it's got Taron Egerton and I like him, you know, and she likes Tetris. We were not prepared. Like we had no clue it would be quite so what's the word, thrilling, I suppose. So Tetris is really a must watch. Like it was fantastic. Another one that was also really good was The Greatest Beer Run Ever with Zac Efron. Like, not a huge Zac Efron fan, but very good. So those two are on Apple TV. Greyhound with Tom Hanks, another one, war film. Absolutely, like, amazing. I got Apple TV just to watch that film. Really good. And then, if you haven't seen it already, Eddie the Eagle, low-key, really fucking good. Again, Taron Egerton playing the Eddie the Eagle character, who was like Britain's big ski icon for entering, not even for doing well, just simply, you know. But yeah, Taron Egerton has been in a bunch of really good things, like the Kingsman films. Oh my god. There's no reason why those films should have been as good as they are. We also, have you watched Conclave? Because like obviously with J.D. Vance killing the Pope, we watched Conclave. It was really good.
That's the man we saw on the infobot. Remember? He knows Captain Quark.
Hey, you're that robot guy, right?
No, actually, I build robots. I myself am not a robot guy, per se.
Nerd.
Thank you, comic book guy.
So, now that we've cleared that up, what can I do for you?
Well, we saw your Infobot announcement. You were with Captain Quark. We're trying to find Captain Quark. We thought you could help us.
Your logic is commendable.
If it makes you feel any better, Maddie, I still have not watched Back to the Future.
Say, do you run on standard XP18 sister boards?
Version 7.66.
Back at ya. I may be able to help you out after all. How does a helipack upgrade sound?
Upgrade?
Natch. Since he's a 766, I could have the little guy up and flying in no time. Of course,
I think it's because it's one of these films where there's so many cultural references from it. I feel like I've seen a lot of it. Does that make sense? Like Family Guy parodied it.
Ratchet, am I cool now?
Yeah, you the man, Clank.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go back here and just. Ooh, taxi. Where does this go? Oh, Bender. Yeah. I purely think it's just one of those sort of things because I've seen a lot of the a lot of the, not the memes, but you know what I mean. There's a gold gem somewhere around here and I don't know where. Yeah. Yeah, I could take or leave the Harry Potter ones, to be honest with you. I think JK is a little bit of a dick, and like that was before the whole, you know, transphobia thing kicked off. It was the fact that she had one Irish character in it, and he was from a poor family and blew stuff up. That was my main issue. I was like, ew, that uncool, chief. Die Hard's good. Again, it'll be one of those films that like I've seen once and I've done it. The Gorge. Ooh, is that the one with your man who was in the Fantastic Four and Whiplash? If that was the drumming one. Also, welcome in, Chrome. That makes sense. You know what I mean? That's it. Yeah, and it's like he's without trying to give too much away, there's like 2 snipers or something. Because yeah, I saw like a YouTube short of that and I was like, oh, that's a cool film. Cool premise anyway.
Try using the helipack's boost jump feature to fly in these boxes. Press the R1 button,
Yeah.
then jump. You'll need your new helipack stretch jump feature to cross this gap. While you're running, crouch using the R1 button and then jump.
Okay. Yeah, like one marathon we did is a really unexpected one. Like whenever I say, oh, we did a movie marathon, people expect like Lord of the Rings. Low key, the most fun Catherine and I have had has been the Godzilla franchise. Ow, you dick. Ow, my health. But yeah, the Godzilla films I really enjoyed. I still need to watch the Japanese ones. So the first American Godzilla film is rough. I will freely admit that it is not very good. Oh Jesus! Where the fuck did you come from? Yeah, we'll freely admit the first American one not very good, purely because it is just 80% like Aaron Taylor Johnson looking at you weirdly. You know, it's one of those ones where you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, it's an Aaron Taylor Johnson film featuring Godzilla. How is that meant to, like, how was that? Because Aaron Taylor Johnson's in that, isn't he? And like, you know, he is an actor I don't mind. He just picks shit films to be in. Bullet Train was fucking fantastic with oh god. Ah! Help! I'm low health. I don't want to die. Ah! Give me health, please. Thank you, Shun. Yeah, no. If you watch the Godzilla films in order, would thoroughly recommend. Solid horror film, nice. I like Dracula. Again, it's so hard to keep up with just media in general. But I feel really bad because, you know, was it Elio? The new Disney film? I got fuck all advertisement. Like, I'd never heard of it. Skarsgård, like, is it? This is old man Skarsgård, isn't it? Oh, Bill. Oh, wow. He's gonna, like, I feel like he's gonna sort of outdo his dad, to be fair. Whenever you say that, Magic, I just think of the, you know, oh no, it's Godzilla, but for IP reasons, it's not actually Godzilla, but still, we are gonna run away from it like it is Godzilla, but it's not. Ah! I don't even know what that's from, but I fucking saw it. It was hilarious. Oh god. Ah, Jesus. Hey, dog. Oh, my humor's broken now. Now, actually, TV series everyone in here who's not watched it has to watch. Chernobyl. Fucking amazing. Oh my god. That was unbelievable. I don't think I've been more, like, I binge watched that to 4 a.m. and I work the next day. It was that level of, like, I can't stop watching this. I know what happens. It's history, but what the fuck? And it's got Old Man Skarsgård in it. Still, phenomenal actor. But, you know. But yeah, oh my god, the Chernobyl film. Fucking hell. Absolutely incredible. Or TV miniseries. Seen all the Godzilla films. What did you think of the most recent one? Like, it's really hard to figure out the American ones a little bit because you just kind of feel like they're quite happy being dopey, and that's totally fine. But then the Japanese ones are so like, ooh. Was Austin Powers? Ah, that's what it is. Cause I recognized your man from Heroes. It was in the Meg too. He got eaten. The Japanese guy, or Korean, probably not ideal to, you know what I mean. It would be something dumb like that, wouldn't it? Like Austin Powers. Yeah, no, I would thoroughly recommend watching the Godzilla films. I'd watch Kong Skull Island first, just because it's sort of like the. This is really hard to dodge. I feel like I'm getting Mario Kart here. Get off my. Oh my god! Get off my barge, bitch. Ah, they copied the elite dying lines from Halo. Yeah, Godzilla film's really good. Kong Skull Island was how I got Catherine into watching them. She like looked at me weirdly and was like, I think you like this film. John C. Reilly's in it, and she was like, fucking sold. Love John C. Reilly. I was like, cool. Well, glad we're on the same page. What? We watched, actually, random film that we watched that we really enjoyed, but we probably shouldn't have. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Like, two grown-ass adults who are fucking losing their shit over it. I love that film. "12 Angry Men" was an old-ass film. I like way more. I thought, ooh.
Dispense with the pleasantries, Lieutenant.
Sounds
My
good to be
sources
fair.
tell me you're behind schedule. You must prepare this planet to be harvested for our new world.
Yes, sir. As you can see, everything is moving along as planned.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. And as your former commander can tell you, I don't...
Yeah. The epic rap battles of history did a fucking great Godzilla versus Kong rap battle, which I thoroughly recommend everyone watching. It's really, really good.
Help he's getting. I don't think we have anything to worry about.
You should
And it's like,
he is quite
what was it? Kong was like, "In Japan, you're a metaphor for nuclear war, but in America, they left the balls on the cutting room floor." I was like, fucking hell.
Now you're
It is quite interesting because like it is a metaphor for nukes and stuff like that, and it's the two different sort of like this is the country who's been nuked, this is the country who did the nuking. Great, are we all clear? Also, unpopular opinion about that epic rap battles of history, Kong fucking won that. Like, don't at me. Like, it's not even close.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
I have to add it to the list because, like, sometimes we quite like slow-paced films, but like as I said, we're in the comedy phase because it's summer. We just want something light that we can kind of just chill and fall asleep to. Yeah, it's yeah, like I said, we've been watching Taskmaster, which has been the main sort of that's been our main TV watching. Like, we were going to watch stand-up comedy yesterday, and then just went, nah, fuck it, let's just watch Taskmaster again.
Yes, quite lovely.
I'm going to season
That should
11.
just about do it.
Um,
Commander, we are finished with this world. Commence towing our planet to its next destination.
I'm trying to think of what other films we watched recently.
Yes, sir.
You have fulfilled your tree quota. Barely.
We are ready to return to base.
Not so fast, Lieutenant.
What are we watching? Oh my god, Smokey and the Bandits on Amazon. That's a throwback.
Everything.
You see, the Reacher TV series is really good, by the way. But the actor Alan Richardson is in a Prime series called Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare with Henry Cavill. It's fine. Like, I'm glad it's one of those films that you're glad you saw, but wouldn't rush to see it again until you've forgotten what happened. You know, it was quite a forgettable one. And of course, it was one of those ones where fucking Amazon go way over on the sort of casting budget and special effects. Like, this is gonna be our next masterpiece, and no one gives a damn about it. You know how a lot of their things end up.
You'll need a Gadgetron trespasser to get past this security door. Unfortunately, our scans do not show a trespasser available on this planet.
Fine then, be like that. Oh, the glove of doom. The glove of doom. Oh. Where? Oh, a person of interest. Oh god, that is a throwback. Good choice though. Like, it's really good. Wasn't there a skill point? Am I forgetting this? I think there's a thing that you can do here with the logs. If I face this way, more logs will arrive. 'Cause I remember doing this as a kid. I don't know whether or not I was just a sadist or whether or not there's actually something you can do with this. After George Wendt passed away, I watched a couple of episodes of Cheers, just because like I used to love Cheers. Like being a fat kid growing up, like I would have loved to have the confidence of George Wendt during Cheers. Am I just being a dick to like robot drones for no reason? I think so. Anyway, I should this one just good for luck, just in case. Oh no, I don't know what skill point does in this game, but I got one. Hey, I got a trophy. Okay, whoa, now you're talking. You tell me I get trophies in this? Dude, this takes on a whole new dimension. Oh fuck, I forgot that was there. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, it's very different nowadays, isn't it? Like I would watch, in the same way I would watch the Ghostbusters, I would watch like Young Frankenstein. Was Gene Wilder Young Frankenstein? I'd watch some of those old ones. Addams Family would be a good example. I watch it for the cozy vibes, you know. Some of these older films are the sort of films that you watch with a bit like a hot chocolate or something. You know, you just watch to just be nice and cozy. Again, it's one of those things that like I've sort of modeled my like adult life around in a way. It's one of those sort of things that like if someone was to ask you what your favorite film was, I would always say Ghostbusters. Now, watching it back, yeah, watching it back, I would happily skip like 20% of it. Like it's not peak cinema all the way through, but I still enjoy the 80% that I would skip to. And also because it's so quotable and so sort of merchable. Like I've got the behind me on, I think you might be able to just about see it. There. Nope. There. Is like the actual Lego Ecto one, you know. And like one of the first purchases I made with my student loan was a Ghostbusters wallet, you know. I'll give you the Godfather take, to be fair. Like, again, it's one of those ones. I think, like I said, I think cinema's moved on quite a bit since the Godfather. I think the purists and stuff will still like it. I still think it's a good film, but it wouldn't be my sort of choice, you know. Let me think. But I think I would say the same thing about The Revenant, the Leo film that won him his Oscar. Like, I genuinely think that he's been in better things. Shutter Island being one, and Django Unchained being another. Like, I went to see Revenant, and I kind of went, great, I don't have to see it again, because I don't want to. That was a hard watch. This is going to be like a spicy take movie stream. I liked Oppenheimer, but I recognize with my background, I was probably largely the demographic for it. You know, like a little bit of a history, a little bit of, you know, politics, all that sort of stuff. in the same way as I really like the Lincoln film. Like, I generally thought it was fantastic. Yeah, it's one of those films that, like, Catherine and I went to see Oppenheimer in a really nice cinema called The Avenue in Belfast. And it's one of those ones where, like, it's sofas and people, you order stuff that's brought to you. Like, you can get, like, nice food and whatever else. And it's really nice, but I think we would have struggled in an ordinary cinema. But that's the thing, like, as with a lot of things in today's world, I feel like it's lost its way slightly. And the same thing happens with streaming. Oh, interesting. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big F1 fan. I really enjoyed the Ford versus Ferrari Le Mans one with Matt Damon and Christian Bale. I really enjoyed that film. Where are you, bastard? It's very good. I would thoroughly recommend. Again, it's a bit sort of historical, but it's like 60s historical, not, you know, old. What else here? So yeah, I want to see the Gran Turismo film. Yeah, no, it honestly really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I went well for him. Wouldn't be my sort of thing, but let me know how it is. I was going to say something really sensible. Yeah, I think that entertainment, streamers as well, it's all too easy to focus on, like, the awards and the numbers and stuff like that, whereas I genuinely feel like, you know, people always strived. They always want the movies to be successful in the box office, economically, obviously, but I can't help but feel like there's slightly too much of a focus on them winning awards, to the point where, you know, people win, like, you know, you can win awards, but the films aren't great. Like, they're not bad films, but, like, you can tell a mile away whenever something's just going to be, like, Oscar bait. I need to play the Casting of Frank Stone game, actually, and again, I think it's what kind of got me thinking about this sort of, like, level of review systems that some people have, because Steam have like, what, 5 different categories for reviewing games. They have fuck me, I was walking into that twice. They have, like, you know, overwhelmingly positive, very positive, mix. So a mix is 69%. You know, 69% is a mixed review. Again, it's on my to play thing. But, like, one of the films that I really enjoyed in the
multiple enemies, then fire them out as high caliber missiles. Caution, enemies must be small enough to fit inside the barrel.
Yeah, one of the films I really enjoyed, which got lampooned at the box office, was Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Titans, everyone fucking hated. Me and my mate went to see it, and we were just like, yeah, we enjoyed that. You know, it was one of those ones where I was like, yeah, that's fine. Meg was another one. I took Catherine to see Meg 2. Hot garbage, but I enjoyed myself. Whereas, like, you know, you run the risk with some of these films of just being like, why am I getting fucking lectured here? Yeah, I have a funny feeling those films, Maddie, though, are called just, I think they're just called Jason Statham films, though. Like, you know what I mean? They aren't loved by critics, but they're loved by the crowd. Jason Statham films. Like, what the fuck was Crank High Voltage? Fast food movies. Yes, they do nothing to, like, make you think about anything. And you watch it, or Liam Neeson films. Hell, I'll throw Liam Neeson in there as well, because, like, what the fuck are they taking films? Really? At this stage, Liam Neeson is as much like an action star as his long trench coat that he wears in every damn film. I do think he was robbed of the Oscar for Schindler's List, though.